Testing, testing. Mic check. We're live. All right, we are live. We are back at G Dubs. Beautiful, beautiful day for baseball. Not a single cloud in the sky. A nice 70, what, 4, 75? Give me the weather. 76 degrees with a slight breeze that keeps changing direction. So it ain't gonna be consistent. But it's a beautiful day for baseball, nonetheless. Here in Washington Heights, just getting ready for a nice game against Walton campus. Do we have the name for Walton? Do we know what's the team name? Trojans versus I don't know. Check PSA out. Let's get the official tissue. The Wildcats, the Walton Wildcats, coming all the way up from what is that? Kingsbridge? The Kingsbridge, right? Walton's right next to Lehman College. So that's gotta be Kingsbridge right there. It's a nice little drive. Nice little bus ride up to the Heights. Not too far. But they're in for a treat. Up on the mound today, Afri Alcantara. He seems to be the home field pitcher. Whenever there's a home game, you could count on Alfred to take the mound. Alfred has been dominant here at home so far. He's only had one loss. One loss, what was it, a week ago? Against Monroe. In a really tough game, a big loss for GW in that one. But it was against one of the best teams in the city. It was a well-played game. 7-5 final score. That's high-level baseball right there. Here we're going to be playing against Walton. Right now, GW's record is 9-2. Currently in second place in PSAL. Trailing behind Luperón, which we're going to face later this week. So you can anticipate a lot of pressure, a lot of excitement for those games. And not only are we playing them next at the end of the week, we're playing them also at the beginning of next week. So the last two games of the season are going to be against the first place team in this division. So Coach Carbone and the boys are really looking forward to playing Luperón and hoping to sweep them here in the Heights. Let's look at the official tissue. Luperón update, 12 wins, no losses, and George Washington is trailing right behind them with 11 wins and 2 losses. So we've played one more game than Luperón has, and we're facing them later this week. So we're hoping to not only even up the standings, but take the lead by beating them twice up here in the Heights. Those are going to be some intense games. Fighting for first place. AAA Northwest. I never realized how strong Luperón was. I didn't ever realize. That's right. That's right, Gabe. A lot of families moving over to the Heights, and with them they carry that Dominican fire for baseball and the Plátano power. Oh, which now that you say Plátano power, I think last week, Manny Ramirez, even though he's not in the Baseball Hall of Fame, he is now in the Cleveland Sports Hall of Fame. He got drafted by Cleveland, and he's the club leader in I think home runs and a couple of I think extra base hits. So he got inaugurated into the Cleveland's Hall of Fame for the city of Cleveland. So even though he hasn't been recognized yet, because I still have faith that Manny Ramirez will end up in the hall at some point, he has been recognized by the city of Cleveland as one of the greatest, not only uh, Dominican baseball players, but Latino baseball players. And talent, as we're very proud to say that he is homegrown talent from right here in George Washington High School. Back in the day when this was just one school. And we're ready. We see that the boys have taken the field. Batters in the box. And number two, ready to take the first pitch. And a line straight to the second baseman, Raul Mella. Easy. One pitch, one out. Great start. Huh? Can't be any more economical than that. That's an L4 for the first out. Next up, who's that? Number 39. And fouled back. And that one went into the porta potties back there.
Hopefully somebody wasn't in it right now.
No, hopefully not. You don't want any splashes. Ooh, I felt the guts on that one. That was a big swing, but a little late. He was swinging for the fences, but the fences on the opposite side. Count is 0-2. And a big changeup. He sat on that one, but going. Oh, and it went over the left field. A major error by the left fielder. Did not read that ball right, and it's now into the track. Let's see. A triple, and he's rounding home. And inside the park, home run. So Walton takes an early lead. Not the best way to start. Yeah, he's gassed right now. You see him taking his breath, walking slowly back to the bench. Strong early start by Walton, and now it is the Trojans' job to hold them off at one until we return the favor. Big hack, but high for strike one. Next pitch, another high pitch right at the letters, and the Walton batter just can't catch up to Afri's pitch. Sets back up in the box. Afri stares down. The release. Ooh, and called strike three. Backwards K. First strikeout looking of the game for Afri. Now up number 27. The number 4 batter, the cleanup batter. Ooh, fouled off his foot and shaking that off. That's gonna leave a nice mark. A nice. No hay nada que un chin de Vaporub no arregle. Vaporub. Pónselo en la pierna. Count is 0-1. Afri's in control. Attacking the zone early. And second pitch high. Batter held up. Count is even 1-1. Afri has been attacking high in the zone early this game. And that one just missed the corner. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Athlete is starting the game as he should, establishing his fastball, attacking the zone, and called ball three, a little low, a little under the knees on that one, just miss. Past two pitches have been borderline calls, and really that's when the job of the catcher comes into play. Chopper down to shortstop should be a routine play, and that will end the inning for a routine 6-3. But not before Walton striking first with an inside the park home run. It's going to be Trojans' turn to return the favors, and we'll be back right after this break.
You already know for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iditbeat.com.
And we are back, leading off for the Trojans, Brian Mello, the starting shortstop. El Melo ya llegó el Melo. It's funny because it's like they all went to the same school or something because every team always has the same count and the same chance. And Brian swings big but misses for the first strike of the inning. Count is 0-1. And for those who are just joining us, Walton at the top of the first scored first with an inside the park home run. Pull back right back at us, and it just missed me. Just missed me. So Brian is down in the count 0-2. Now he has to. Now he gotta defend the plate. Anything that's nearby is gonna get called against him. So Brian is gonna be in defensive mode. Anything near, he will be swinging at. This is the pitcher's count. He's gonna be in a comfortable spot. He's not gonna throw anything near at the moment. And just as I said, next ball was intended to be a high fastball, but for Yao Ming. A fastball for Shaq, not for Brian Mello. For those of you who don't get the reference, Yao Ming was what, 7'4", 7'3", 7'4". What I'm trying to say is that that pitch was really high. Count is 1-2. The release. And another one fouled back for us. This one's for the fans. Guys, I hope you brought your glove.
Oh, he barehanded it.
Hope you brought your gloves.
We were saying earlier that the fence was this way.
he's Trojans are swinging for the fence, but but the one backwards. Gotta swing forward, Brian. And the wind up the release. Oh, early change up. That ball breaks outside to lefties, inside towards the righty batters. And Brian held up on that one. He knew not to swing. Brian evens out the count at 2-2. Great at bat so far. Making the pitcher work. 5 pitches so far. The catcher sets up outside. Ooh, and a big swing and miss for the first strikeout. Tips it right into the glove of the catcher. Good squeeze by the catcher. First out of the inning. And first out for the Walton pitcher. And now up to bat, Raúl El Gallo Mella. Llegó el gallo, cantan los jugadores. Canta, gallo, canta. Kikiriki. The wind-up. Oh, and he's regretting that swing. Raúl was so desperate to get a big hit. He saw the last big hit this inning, and he wants to do the same, but he needs to make sure that he has enough control to leave off of those high pitches. That was by his chin, and he gave that a big hack. I was looking for a big hit right now. Another big hack, and this time tipped it into the glove of the catcher. Catcher's doing a good job holding on to those balls. Raúl is behind the count 0-2, and you can expect the pitcher to probably throw that breaking ball that we saw earlier, that breaks into the righties. Oh, got him. Strike 3. Swinging, very economical at bat for the Walton pitcher. Pitching Raúl inside. But Sleepies, the mattress professionals. Now up to bat, the one man that can get us a home run in the first inning, Ramon Big Baby Jimenez. Hey, everybody in Northwest AAA Division knows Ramon Jimenez. He is leading the team in hits. Takes the first pitch strike, as a nice disciplined batter would do, getting the timing of the pitcher, making him work. Remember, the ball comes to you, you don't go to the ball. Everyone on AAA knows Ramon Jimenez, and they know the damage that he could cause, so they're very careful when they pitch it to him. And the change-up dribbles right underneath the legs of the pitcher. Let's see. And the play is made. Good play by the second baseman. Difficult play. 4-3 for the third out. And the inning ends. No error, no damages. And the score remains Walton 1, George Washington 0. See you guys again at the top of the second, right after this commercial break. You already cut me off.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iditbeat.com.
Tender meal, large fries, 4 biscuits. There's not enough for no wave, man. That's nah, they do it in baseball. It's just we don't got enough. We don't got enough people for that. Look like a trickle. We need more fans.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iditbeat.com.
We're back. I free first pitch strike, swinging, wind up, and the release. High fastball, but the batter committed. I free is ahead of the count with zero balls, two strikes. Number 21's up at bat. For those of us joining us, first top of the first, Walton attacks first. Inside the park home run, and that is strike three. Swinging. Un, dos, tres, arroz, habichuela y carne. Siéntese y póngase a comer. Very economical three pitch at bat. Three pitches, three strikes, all three of them swinging. Now up to bat number, looks like number 30. Breaking ball inside, just misses. Count is 1-0.
Camera two. Yo, put the camera close to the way. Who's on the camera? Yeah, you want me to do it? If you want to finish your candy, I'll do it.
Second ball high. Count is 2-0. Afri now has to attack the plate, and another line drive. Another L4. A lot of action for Raul today. Two line drives straight at him. Both of them jumping. Did we get that shot? That'll be a nice little poster shot for the Trojan baseball team right there. That is the second out of the inning. Now at bat number 24 for Walton. Pitch, strike. Hey, and called strike right at the knees. Good spot. Good spot by Afri. Afri's ahead of the count. He's a very comfortable position with two outs. No one on base. Pitch is high. And ball foul to the side towards the JV team. Afri's ahead in the count 1-2. Batter now has to defend. And Afri does not have to throw a strike for the next two pitches. Count is even 2-2. Remember, Afri does not have to throw anything in the zone right now. He could throw around the zone because the batter is in the defensive mindset. And that ball was a little too high for the batter to chase. And now the count is full. You see a quick visit to the mound, probably telling him, hey, calm down. You got this. It's early in the game. Just throw it down the pipe and challenge him. Let your boys do their work. And the umpire goes in to break up that visit. Tell him, hey, we got a time limit. We got a time limit. We got to get this game rolling. So Alfred winds up the release and another foul back. Count is full with two outs. One more strike will end the inning. And pulled, fouled. Excellent fight by number 24 from the Walton Wildcats. I like the uniform, though. The navy blue with the Columbia blue and gray. I've always liked that combination for uniforms. And another foul back. Afri so far has thrown 24 pitches, 17 strikes, 7 balls. Very effective, and he gets the first walk of the game, base off balls. So now with 2 outs and a runner on first, We have number 88 at bat. Long at bat for that last batter. Excellent at bat. And that's what you want to do. You want to. There's a hierarchy in what you could do at the plate. The best thing that you could do is a home run. Second is a triple. Third is a double, a single. Then you can work a walk. Uh, and then the next best thing, even if it's a strikeout, is to work the count. A full count is to work the pitcher, and that's exactly what the Walton batter did right there. Worked awfully hard, and a liner hard to second base and gets right underneath the glove of Raul. Hot shot to second, just to miss, and that's going to be a hit. Single, moving the runner over to second. Runners on first and second for the second hit of the game. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Very dangerous position right now for the Trojans. Another hit can bring a runner in. The number 9 batter with 2 outs fouls the first pitch back. And now it's getting windy up here. And he presents a high bunt. And it's counted as a strike. He did not hold up. He did not pull back fast enough. So he was attempting to bunt to push over the runners. I guess this young man got speed. But now with 2 strikes, you can't necessarily bunt because if you miss, you're an out. So he is going to be swinging and defending home. And a hard hit back, but caught by the left fielder, routine. L7 to end the inning, and that could have been ugly if that went over, if that ball carried. L7 for the 3rd out. No harm, no foul. Runners stranded on the bases on first and second to end the inning, and we'll see you after this break.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iBitBeat.com.
I gotta go back. And we are back. Bottom of the second at batting. Number 28, Marcos Peguero, the 3rd baseman for the Trojans. And a grounder right back up to the pitcher. Second baseman scoops it up, and 4-3 for the first out. This is not how we want to start the inning, with 1 pitch, 1 out. That's never the best approach. You really want to work the batters. I'm sure Carbone is going to start saying, make this young man work and earn the outs if he's going to get them. Number 21, Corbin Mendez, the catcher for the Trojans, is now up to bat. And strike, and that is a strike in every ballpark. But I think that's a good choice right there. So you're gonna make the pitcher work now. You get the timing of his pitches, his fastball. So you might have a slightly better hack at his second fastball if it comes again. And that's what Marcus did. Corbin, sorry, but swung late. So Corbin is behind in the count. 0-2, he has to defend. The pitcher's not gonna pitch anything near. He nods, gives the catcher the nod, and releases high fastball. And Corbin knows to. Catcher had to give a little hop and a skip to catch that one. That's how high that.
Playing Frogger. Remember Frogger the game?
Frog. The game says that he's playing Frogger. Catcher giving him a sign. I don't know what sign that is. He's wiggling fingers over his head. Let's see what that means. But Corbin has had some big hits this season. And up and in, moving Corbin a little back. Corbin holds up, evening out the count 2-2. Corbin has shown in this at bat that he will swing at strikes, but he will also work the count. And a big swing and miss for Corbin, making it the second out of the inning. Now with 2 outs, Angel La Maravilla Gomez. Angel has had an excellent season so far with a couple of big hits. He's done everything. He's done singles, doubles, triples, home runs. He's saved games, making amazing catches at left field, and now he's earned the spot at center field. And Angel takes a big hit, big swing at that pitch. And you can see this kid's bat speed is up there. He got quick hands. Kid got quick hands and he got power. This is what we like to call a 5-tool player, and he takes the next pitch right at the letters for called strike 2. Angel now prepares to defend the plate. And se la cantan. Strike 3 looking. Very dominant pitching by the Wildcats pitcher. Clean inning, striking out the side, 1, 2, and 3. And we'll see you guys after this short break.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iDeadBeat.com.
Top of the lineup, chopper to shortstop for the out. 6-3 for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, ground out. Now batting number 39 for the Walton Wildcats. Afri needs a good inning this inning, just like the Walton pitcher had. Very economical, very few pitches thrown if he wants to go the yard. And a big foul towards Big Baby, but it kept on just cutting towards right field, and it just got right out of reach. It kept on carrying.
It's getting very windy. That's why the ball's dragging over there. Everything here. Ooh.
Okay, somebody's gonna have to pick up my Popeyes because they're calling me. Hello. Okay, we're at the field. For Afri, which is exactly what he needed, what he had to go out and with one, two, three, four, five pitches this inning, he ends it. Excellent outing, and then we'll see you guys after this break.
You already know for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.idetbeat.com.
I got this on camera. Look at what it says here. Sorry, no, no strawberry biscuit. They didn't call me. They didn't send me a message saying we don't got. They just look at what they gave me. Apple pie. Who want apple pie from Popeye? They didn't want no apple pie. We want strawberry biscuits, and we want it now. we got play. 2 stars. Sorry. How are they playing us like this? My family is now disappointed. How about that?
Have a nice day.
Number 17, Luis Torre. The designated hitter for the Trojans is now up to bat. Starting off the inning. Vamos Luis. And another one to the fences, but the wrong fence. Foul back. Count is 0-1. Start eating these chicken tenders because don't want them to get cold. Ball pulled to third base. And it is a 5-3 for the first out.
That happened now? No.
The Walton pitcher is having an excellent game. He's throwing very few pitches, and the Trojan batters are just going after the first good one that they see. But this guy is keeping them off balance. Almost none of those hits have been hard hits. They've been little dribblers to the infield. Not a single ball has made it to the outfield yet. As a matter of fact, we haven't gotten a hit yet this game. So, ooh, strike in every ballpark for Alan Ferreiras, number 15, the right fielder. That's a strike in every ballpark. Allen has started to get a lot more playing time recently. He's earned his spot in the outfield, and he swings for a really high pitch. He's now behind in the count, 1-2. I mean 0-2. Sorry. And ball foul back towards the fence. Allen is now defending the plate with count of 0-2, 1 out. The Walton pitcher looks real comfortable up there. He came here to prove a point. And picks one on the dirt. Ball one. Count is now 1-2. So what happened there was the pitcher saw that Allen was a little desperate with the last pitch that was high, and he wanted to see if he would go chasing after another pitch. This time at another level, and Allen wisely holds up.
That's the same one? It looks different. It takes a ticking and keep on. Takes a licking and keep on ticking.
Wow, big breaking ball, but breaks outside to right-handed batters. That was a beautiful 12-6. Big break. 12-6 breaking ball, but breaks outside to the righties. It's called for a ball. Count is even 2-2. Ball bounces out of the glove of the catcher. Full count. Full count for Alan Ferreira. And we got a few scouts here looking at our guys. Scouting out the talent here at George Washington. And I'm sure they are not disappointed with what they're seeing. The payoff. And good take by Allen, earning a walk. Now remember, a hero is just a sandwich. If you make it a first, no matter how you made it, you're still there and you're helping your team. Now, with only 1 out and a runner on first, the Trojans finally have an opportunity to score and even out the game. Allen takes a generous lead. It's in position, staring down the throw back, checking on the runner, holding Allen down to first. Allen took an aggressive lead and forced the pitcher to throw down to first. Allen's taking another huge lead. And a swing and a miss for Yendry Peralta, now batting the left fielder, who made a big error in the first inning. He went up to a ball that carried a little further than what he expected, that ended up over his head and essentially was called an inside the park home run, but he's trying to return the favor. Ball is hit, and that is the second out. Caught by the second baseman, F4. For a second, it looked like it was going to be a blooper in between everybody, but got called off early by the second baseman, and he reaches that ball. Top of the lineup, Brian Mello's back up. His last at bat, he struck out swinging. With a runner on first, let's see what Brian does this time around. Allen is taking big leads, but hasn't taken off yet, and he goes. Good pitch to go one. Ball on the dirt. Brian held up, and we got a steal. Stolen base for Allen, who is now in scoring position for Brian. And for those of us who have been following the Trojans, you know that Brian has the power to bring him in. And Allen got the speed to come in. So even a single could potentially bring in this run. Catcher sets up inside. High ball.
If he's following the play, I'll stay on pitcher and catcher. You're doing both.
Count.
You're just gonna do the one and caught it.
You follow the picture, right?
Count is now 1-1 with 2 outs and a runner on second.
I got the picture and the batter.
Got the batter on it. And follow him.
I'm follow the guy from
Pitch
second.
outside.
Yeah, follow the one.
You follow him second, third? Okay.
Follow the one. You follow the one.
I follow the batter.
Time is called. Coach Carbone on third. Coach Bobby on first. No one's checking on the runner on second. Ooh. Called strike. Good strike. Brian just didn't like that pitch. And
Also
being
focus on the pitcher too.
being ahead in the count, Brian didn't have to swing at that strike. Now with 2 strikes, count is even. The next strike that's thrown, Brian will swing. And a high pop up in the infield. But caught by the third baseman. A 5. Third out. 1 runner stranded, no runs come in. Score is still Walton 1, George Washington 0. See you guys after the break. Let me see some of these fries.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.idbeat.com.
So what I'm on right now?
And we are back, number 27,
Yeah, do that.
up to bat. Start off the inning.
I'm gonna get
You gonna follow the ball? Say
Strike 1 swinging.
you guys will do together.
His last at bat, he grounded to the shortstop.
Okay.
Second pitch, strike 2.
You guys are doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna follow the ball. You can follow the runner. No, vice versa.
After the head in the count, 0-2.
Don't forget to zoom out a little bit when you're following the ball.
Good choice there. Pitching up and in to see if the batter was going to chase after that. I think this is a little leg pump. Changing up his timing, getting that sometimes gets the batter off balance. ¡Ay! Lo ponchó! Mirando. Segundo ponche para Alfred Alcántara. Lanzador de los George Washington Trojans. Now up to bat number 21. Last time this young man lined out to the second baseman. Now big line drive to left field, over the left fielder's head. Turns, is running, hits the fence, and ball is released to the cutoff. And that will be a standing double. Big hit. Big hit for big double.
I'm carrying, bro.
And pitch is called high for number 30.
Got an update from the fan that Loperon is beating Bronx Science 6-5, bottom of the third.
Luperón is currently beating Bronx Science on the third. And another line drive to right center. And the runner committed, and he is rewarded. And big hesitation caused a big mistake. And I gotta get the ball out your hand a lot quicker if you wanna hold the runner. The runner was already halfway through third and home. The throw should have came home automatically to push the runner back to third base. But Raul held on to it for a little too long, challenging the runner. He looked at him and challenged him, said, "Go there, I'm gonna gun you out," but then threw an inaccurate throw. And in baseball, whenever you do an error, a bad throw, it's always gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you a run. And this time around, that's exactly what happened. But this sets up for a 6-4-3. 6-4-3 double play. Excellent. And that's going to end the inning. But not before Walton scoring on a hesitant play that caused another run. Walton up 2-0. See you guys after this half inning. Is that the first double play of the season?
Well, from us, yeah, I think so.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iditbeat.com.
Last inning ended with a beautiful 6-4-3 double play. You can take that fake strawberry biscuit. Yeah, strawberry biscuit. Look at the strawberry biscuit they gave us. That is not a strawberry biscuit. Raul Mella, big it over the left fielder, and that's gonna roll past him. And Raul is rounding second. Carbone is telling him to round and stay at third, sliding at third. Safe. No need to slide there, but way to make it look pretty. He must feel so much better now. It was a strawberry biscuit. Canta gallo, kikiriki. Agua para los gallos. And this is the greatest opportunity right now with Big Baby Ramon Jimenez up to bat. No outs, runner in third base. Definitely, this runner has to score this inning. We need to cut down the Walton lead from 2-1. And Big Baby holds back for ball one. That was by Big Baby's chin. Raul's taking a generous lead at third. Coach Carbone to take a nice big secondary. Big hack by Big Baby, but underneath that pitch. Count is now 1-1. No outs running on third. Ramon is taking some big, powerful hacks. This kid, he's swinging so hard that when he's done with his swing, his momentum is pulling him in and changing his whole footing. Count is 1-2. Ramon will be defending. Big pop up to the infield right at the first baseman, but you never know. And that will be the first out. F3 for first out. With one out. Marcus is looking to get this runner in. Good eye. Held up on that one. A lot of people would have swung at that pitch. That pitch was right by the knees inside. For pull hitters, they would go crazy for that. Marcus has a lot of discipline there. So, and hit to right field, and that will drop, and that will bring in a run. Marcus will go to second comfortably. Standing double, and the ball hits Marcus on the neck. The ball hits Marcus on the neck, and he's getting checked out by the first base umpire, checking him, making sure that he is okay. But that is an RBI.
Okay, he's okay.
RBI double for Marcus Peguero. Another Trojan that's had a really good season so far. He's gotten a couple of big hits here at home. Several RBIs so far this season. Now with a runner in scoring position and one out, Corbin Mendez, the catcher, is looking to add on to this lead. High pitch for ball one. Now we're seeing that the Trojan bats are waking up. You know, they like to take naps early on in the game, and then they.
It's a plátano power, bro. I'm telling you.
I think it's a strawberry biscuit power.
Was it the apple pies? Was it the chicken tenders, or was it the fries? The world may never know.
It was a strawberry biscuit, man.
They ate it all, that's why. That's why you ain't got nothing.
Count is 2-0. Count is 2-0. And Corbin fouls it back. Oh, watch out.
Yo, they came close to him, right?
Watch out, Gallagher. Watch out.
Se le peina la calva.
Corbin, dame un palito. And another high pitch. Ball three. Count is now 3-1. Now Corbin is not gonna swing unless this ball is a watermelon. It gotta be his pitch. If it's not his pitch, he's gonna let it go and wait for the next one. This is exactly what Corbin wants to be, with a runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs. He is in the driver's seat right now. He's controlling this at bat. And a diving catch after hesitating, but diving catch for the second out. F9. For a minute, it looked like that right fielder was going to drop that ball. He had to dive to
Stop blowing wind.
the wind.
Wind kept it in.
Slight gust that held the ball a little further in than expected. Angel La Maravilla Gomez is now up to bat. This is not a kid that with one swing could cause a lot of damage. And that ball is out of play, will not count as an out. Here in George Washington, excellent hustle, excellent catch by the first baseman, protecting some of our staff members back there. Some of the
I think Miss Ferguson trying to.
Angel is behind the count, 1 and 0. I mean 0 and 1, make that 0 and 2. With 2 outs on contact, Marcus will be running. And another foul ball towards the JV team, who has had an excellent season so far. Undefeated. The George Washington Trojan JV baseball team is undefeated this season. Trying to follow in the steps of the varsity team, who's in second place in AAA Northwest. And a line drive to center field. And Carbona is waving Corbin in, and he will get in there comfortably standing. And that is an RBI single for Angel La Maravilla Gomez. And this is what good base running does. With 2 outs, on contact, the runner has to go in. Carbone already knew from that throw from center field. It's fairly difficult. Not only does it have to beat the runner, it has to be accurate. Score is now even 2-2. It's a brand new ball game. So now the Trojans are going to settle down. Back at 0. It's a brand new game, guys. But now Walton is feeling the pressure because they're the visiting team. And Luis Torres steps back and takes that first pitch strike. Carbone called Corbin in, rounding third. And he was challenging the center fielder's arm. He wanted to see what the Walton center fielders had. And good call. And Angel got caught stealing. Excellent throw. Excellent throw by the Walton catcher. But Angel, don't feel bad because with one swing of the bat, you evened out this game. And good aggressive base running. He wanted to challenge and force errors. Inning ends not before evening out the score, 2-2. See you guys after the break.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iDidBeat.com.
Yo, wave. Yo, wave.
Hey, wait.
Fat cam, fab cam. Another one. Another one. Go get him out again. Go get another one. Another go.
Gotta wait.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect.
Oh, snap.
Corre, Ingrid.
And we're back. Alfrey is up on the mound still. First pitch, ball.
Yo, Troy, any update regarding the Lopemon and block science?
We want updates on Luperon and Bronx Sands. If anybody can help us out. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch inside for 2 balls, no strikes. So far, we have Alcantara with 36 pitches, 27 strikes, 9 balls, 3 strikeouts. A ball or strike? Ball. 3-0. Batters presenting bunt, pulls it back and call the strike. You don't present a bunt, hold it back, and I don't like when they do that. With 3-0, why would you present a bunt? You know you're not gonna swing. It's a little rude. And the batter earns a walk. Base off balls. Is that? Yeah. First walk for Alcantara. Now with a runner on first, nobody out, we have the number 9 batter for Walton. After he throws back down, checks on the runner, holding him at first base. Afri so far has thrown 71% for strikes. You see that he's thrown 5 balls in the past 6 pitches. And he's throwing down to first base a lot. I wonder if they're just... No, nobody's warming up. Nobody's warming up for the Trojans. Oh, and an overthrow will move the runner over safely. Throwing error by our catcher. Corbin Mendez over Big Baby, over Raul Jimenez. Good thing that Alan Herreras was there covering. The stolen base for number 88. Now this is what you don't want is a runner in scoring position with no outs. And a batter's count 2-0. After he has to settle down, he's been struggling finding his zone to start the inning. He needs to settle down, establish his fastball again. And ball 4? Was that ball 4 really? Second walk of the inning for Afri. Now runners on first and second with no outs. And their top of the lineup is up, number 2, who lined out to second base and then grounded out to the shortstop in his last 2 at bats. Is down in the count. 0 balls, 1 strike. And we see a change in helmets for the runner on second. After he really has to now just attack the strike zone, establish his fastball. Batter swings and fouls it. Chops it backwards. Count is 0-2. fifth. Runners on first and second. No outs for the Trojans. And a nice block by the Trojan catcher by Corbin. Good stop. Really good stop. For ball one. Count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey! Lovely!
After he steps off, pushing the runners back to their bases. So, well, let me get one of these strawberry biscuits, cause. And ground ball up the middle should be a double play, and the second 6-4-3. So now, oh, not out. Sorry, just get the. Did they call it out or did they not call it out?
It was 1 out.
No, they just called time.
Bless
So he reaches on a fielder's choice. And now we have runners in the corner with 1 out. And that sets you up for the automatic steal. So the runner on first is probably gonna go, especially that's a leadoff runner, right? Top of the lineup, which means he probably has speed. That's normally what the top of lineup has is some speed. Top and bottom lineup usually have speed. So you can expect a steal coming from the Walton Wildcats right now. With less than 2 outs and runners on the corner, there's definitely going to be a stolen base in the near future. Question is, are we gonna see a hit and run? Are we gonna see a forced suicide squeeze? Nope. We're being called, given the green light to swing for strike one, and we see movement in the bullpen now for the Trojans. We have Michael Lights Out Peña warming up. He's been excellent in relief, and a big pop up in the infield. Raul calls it off and makes the catch for the second out. In foul territory, just went foul. For the second out, and that was a big out. That was a huge out. Now we're runners in the corner. The play's automatically the play at first. You're not gonna force anything. Yeah. We see Michael warming up in the bullpen. Michael Peña, who has been the relief pitcher for the Trojan and has been lights out. Ground ball hit towards Raul, and the play is the automatic. 4-3 for the last out, and a big out. Clean play by Raul to end the inning without any runs scoring. So the game is still tied up 2-2 entering the bottom of the fifth. And we see that Luis Torres is still at bat. That is because Angel Gomez was caught stealing for the third out last inning. So Luis earns his at bat back, earns his at bat back, and has a fresh start. Big hack, but missed. Little wonder it.
Yo, that door sounds like a freaking elephant. When he opens his mouth.
Hmm. Strike two.
I think Walton changed pitcher.
Did Walton change pitchers?
You sure about the pitcher, Raymond? You say something about the pitcher? Yeah, I think Walton changed pitcher. I don't know. All that stuff open? Locker room.
Pitch is outside. Count is 1-2. Pitcher's count. He's gonna pitch outside the zone, trying to get Luis to chase. And there you go. Fastball a little up and out. Luis did chase and defended, fouling it back. Good pitch selection by the Walton battery. But Luis, knowing that he has to defend, will be swinging at anything that's close to being a strike. Big breaking ball for the backwards K for Luis Torres. What a horrible feeling it is to sit back down without swinging that bat. Now we have Alan Ferreiras, the right fielder for the Trojans. Last at bat, he earned his walk, working the count, being behind in the count, and then earning the walk back. Excellent discipline at the plate, starting off this inning with a big hack, just missing the ball, fouling it straight back. That's actually a good sign. That means that you're on top of the ball. You're just slightly late.
I like that. You hear what he said? Yo lo quiere. And then everybody starts yelling, yo lo quiero. From Walton. It's pretty cool.
0-2, the release. ¡Ay! Se lo cantó. Canta, Periquito, canta. Second backwards K, and we see Allen dancing away from that one. It had some type of break. Can't tell what type of break it was, but it probably cut
Some quebradita.
away from him.
Cinco de Mayo just passed.
But Allen thought that pitch was inside, and it must have broke from inside for a right-hander coming from the inside out onto over the plate. I wish I had a different angle to see how that ball breaks, because that's not the first person to do that. And bouncing over the third base bag. A nice standing single for Yendry Peralta with 2 outs. Gets a single. Trojans have a runner on first with 2 outs. For the top of the lineup, Brian Mellum, who so far has struck out and popped out to the infield. Let's see if Brian this time can level it off and bring that runner in. Brian got a lot of power and Brian got a lot of speed. Yendry Peralta also has speed, so a double. A hit to center field, and the ball's coming right at me, and that is almost workers' comp, but wasn't my time yet. And a good throw by by Gabriel to get the ball back into
Got
the
that on
field.
camera. Nice throw.
Can't do two things at the same time, man.
Nice throw. I should have got it.
Count is 0-1.
JP team coming out right now. Nero. Nero.
Let's see what the second.
You see more movement in the Trojan bullpen. Who's that? Is that well, Miguel? And the throw is off.
Oh, he overthrew.
And a nice stolen base for Yendri Peralta. Had some fast legs there. It was good throw by the catcher though. I could tell the Walton catcher's
Go ahead, run in second.
a very decent arm there. He caught a runner out earlier this game, and now he reached. He got there on time. It's just what the hell. And Brian slaps one down. Carbone is challenging the left fielder's arm, and that will be an out. Yendri gets caught. Rounding third. That throw beat him out by a mile. But that is not Yendri's fault. Carbone waves him in, so he has to go and he has to commit. And he did the best job that he could. He did hesitate. He did hesitate, but big hit by Brian. A double. But
Thursday. Yeah,
third out. Trying to take home, trying to take the lead. Very aggressive base running, but when the game is near an end, you have to do everything possible to try to score.
Varsity on Wednesday and softball Thursday.
Inning ends, no scorers run. Game is still 2-2.
You already know for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iditbeat.com.
Borderline pitch. Right at the knees, called ball. For number 27. Second pitch fouled back. Count evened out 1-1. Tick tock, tick tock. Time is running out for the Trojans to score. We're already at the. Here it is, here it is, here it is. It's right back at us, a little short. Y Paquiti. Straight to the pastelito, man. I thought that ball was going to come a little bit further back, but it didn't. I was going to tell you guys, get that on camera because if it hits me, I'm coming down and that's my pension. Strike. 3. Swinging. Another strikeout for Afri Cantara. Number 21's up at bat. He's the one who hit a double in the fourth inning. Lined out to second baseman in the first inning. First pitch ball. Ooh, call strike. Outside corner. Number 21 disagrees. He looks back at the boy in blue, asking him, "Are you sure?" And another ball hit in no man's land, right in between the short second baseman and left fielder and center fielder for a single. That ball was in no man's land. Everybody was running towards it and nobody was getting to it. Now with a runner on first, one out, you can expect Walton to be aggressive right now with the base running. Essentially, the first team to score is the one who then has to defend for one inning only. And both teams have had great pitching, limiting the amount of hits from each other. Strike call for number 30. Wind is picking up. Breaking ball, one of the first breaking balls. One of the few breaking balls that Ifrey has thrown. Walton campus, 4 train up to Kingsbridge, right next to Lehman College. Ifrey checks on the runner. And the ball is flat, but with that wind, it's dropping in the infield. F4. Pop up to Raul Mella, who's gotten a lot of action today. And now with 2 outs. Now with 2 outs and a run on first. Either try to get the guaranteed out now at first. The easiest play. Call ball. I thought that was a strike, but the boys in blue disagree with me. And that's a makeup. That is a strike right there in every ballpark. Ooh, swinging. Big swing and a miss for number 24. Count is 1-2. I actually got him off balance with that last pitch. Oh, and then fouls it up with a fastball. Swing and a miss for the 3rd out of the inning. No harm, no foul. Score is still 2-2. And we're entering the bottom of the 6th.
You haven't seen baseball before, dude?
See you guys after the break.
Dumbass.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.ibitbeat.com.
back in the bottom of the sixth. Now batting number 24, Kikiriki, Raúl El Gallo Mella. In his last turn, hit a big triple. Mm. Ay, 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 Raúl. He's trying to repeat what he did. He's trying to repeat what he did last inning, or 2 innings ago, with that triple. Count is 0-1, and ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to support all of the Trojan teams later this week. We're going to have Lady Trojan softball, and the JV team. And the JV team will also be streamed live. The undefeated JV Trojan baseball team. And later this week also, the students from Media High School will be performing at the United Palace. A musical about musicals. Free to the community, to the public. You just have to reserve your ticket on Eventbrite, a musical about musicals. A lot of talent in George Washington
During the
High School.
commercial break, you'll see a QR code. You scan that.
During the commercial break, I am told that there is a QR code. Just scan it to get your RSVP. Oh, big swing and a miss. Gets past the catcher. Raul runs down to first. But good scoop. Good scoop by the first baseman for the first out. So a lot of action this week. Trojan baseball today. Trojan softball. When is Trojan softball?
I believe it's on Thursday.
On Thursday. Right after the game, you can take the 1 train down to United Palace, watch a musical about musicals. Or you could walk. The same way that Big Baby takes that ball. And then next month is the George Washington campus production of Aladdin. Big Baby holds up for a high pitch ball too that bounces right out of the catcher's glove. Next month, I think the weekend of the 9, 10, 11 is the musical Aladdin that's going to be performed right here at the George Washington Educational Campus. And the count for Ramon Big Baby Jimenez is 2-1. 1 out, nobody on base. Big swing by Big Baby. But just missed it. This is a game of centimeters. If Big Baby was just a few centimeters up, it could have been a completely different story. And a big fly ball in the infield. First baseman is calling it and catches it over his head in foul territory for the second out. Down to their last out of the inning, Marcus Peguero's up to bat. Number 28, the third baseman for the Trojans. Made a couple of really good plays over at third base earlier in the game. Some hot shots. It's in the hot corner. Marcus got a double in the 4th inning, an RBI double. And grounded out to second base in the 1st inning. Marcus is going to try his best to help the Trojans take the lead in this game. Holds up, offers, but doesn't fall for it. Count is 1-0. Oh, jams Marcus inside, but pops it up straight to the pitcher's glove. one for the third out. And that will end a very quick inning and will force the Trojans to play perfect baseball for the top of the seventh. See you guys after this break.
You already know, for exclusive and the best beats, connect to www.iDeadBeat.com.
Alright guys, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Raymond Martinez. I'm filling in for Lopez for the meantime. If you're about to start the top of the 7, but the score is now tied 2-2. I'm gonna take a bite of this chicken tongue nuts. Here we go. First pitch, low for ball 1. I gotta say, it is a very, very tight game. Incredible game between these two teams. Just the way I like it, personally. And here's a pop-up foul, back. And he heads. Ooh. Ferguson almost got caught. Not even looking for that ball. But I'm glad it missed her. For the second time in the game. I'm going to have to tell her about this. And there's another foul to back. Yeah. So now we got 2 strikes, 1 ball. One ball's no longer. Ah, boy. Oh, here's the one. Hey, 1 out. Oh, no. He was safe. Yes, he didn't step on the plate, on the bag. Uh-oh. This is trouble for children now. As Walton found one man on first with no outs. The leadoff runner for the number 6 batter coming up. And we don't know what's going to happen here. So they're about to do a pitch runner in. As the children is looking to see if they could get him out and avoid bringing him home. So now we got 1 man on first, no outs for the number 6 hitter. And I'm gonna bring it back to Mr. Lopez. Ready to take it for me?
What's the count? Number 6. Okay, number 88's on first.
Nobody got tissue.
Was that did he get on first through an error or was that a legit hit?
That was a legit hit, but fell out. Didn't step on the bag. Take it back.
Runners on first. Bunts down the line, but looks like it's foul. Walton is playing small ball right now, just trying to get a runner over in scoring position with no outs. And essentially, the last inning. You know, if they score here, all they have to do is get 3 outs, and they win this game.
Gotta be helpful if you win inside. I need help with all of this.
Alcantara
Not again, bro.
and another throw down to first that was off. This time, Big Baby was able to snag it in the air before it went over his head. Count is 2-1.
2-2. Man.
Pitch was inside. Got the batter spinning. Take me to the ballet, please. Count 3-1. The batter's looking for a watermelon. It's got to be his pitch and presents bunts and holds back and takes the walk. Now the Trojans are in a difficult spot with 2 outs, with no outs, and runners on first and second. No outs, runners on first and second, and we're running out of playing time. We are running out of playing time, so the Trojans need to get out of this jam right now and then score in the bottom of the inning with the top of the lineup now showing up, number 2. Who got on a fielder's choice last time. And lined out and rolled out. Offers but holds up. Ball. Varsity is still in the game. Called strike right on the knees to number 2 from Walton. And hit by pitch. Ouch! And I'll tell you who's that really hurt, and that's hurting the Trojans, not that batter. Because now the bases are loaded with no outs, and the number 2 batter, number 39, who hit the inside the park home run earlier this game, is now up to bat with the bases loaded and no outs. Anything on the ground hit hard might score a runner, even 2. Anything hit to the outfield scores in at least 1 run. Pitch was close but not given to Alfred. Ball 1. Alfred is having a hard time adjusting right now to the zone. Last inning. We saw pitchers warming up earlier today. See the batter talking with his coach. Coach called him over, gave him the job to do. He said, we got to get 1 run no matter how. Maybe he's calling a suicide squeeze. We'll count 1-1, who knows? Last inning, 1 run. You see the runner on third being aggressive. Pitch is high. Maybe the conversation was, this guy hasn't been able to throw too many strikes. Hold off until you have 2 strikes. That could be the conversation. And a big hit over the center fielder, and that's going to bring in 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs. 3-run score on a massive hit by number 39. This is 3 RBIs. Three three runners brought in from one swing, and Walton just broke open this game in the top of the seventh with no outs. 3 runners score and a runner on third. Same young man that hit the home run in the first inning cleaned the bases in the top of the seventh, giving Walton a 5-2 lead. Now on the mound we have Michael Lights Out Peña. This will not count as a save opportunity for Michael. He is just finishing off the game. His job is to get out of this inning without any more runs scoring. And then the Trojans have the difficult task of not scoring 1, not scoring 2, not even scoring 3, but scoring 4 runs with only 3 outs left in the tank. Tough task, but the Trojans, we've seen that have the bats. They have the baseball IQ. They have the speed to do it. So game is not over until they get 3 outs. And 3 outs is plenty of time to score those 4 runs. We've seen the Trojans score 5, 6 runs in 1 inning. So game's not over until, what's the saying? Until a fat lady sings.
Yeah, that's right. It was just boggling, like how they haven't switched the pitcher. I know that Carbon wanted to get F for the win, but going towards the end of the inning,
Yep. And again, it's fatigue after pitching over 70 pitches today. You will get fatigued, and your arm starts to feel like a rubber band. It feels heavy, and Carbone just took a little too long to pull him out. Probably best decision would have been to start Michael this inning, but that is in the past. Michael has a job to do. He is coming in knowing that his team is in a deficit, and his only and sole job is to get 3 outs this inning. The game will not be given to him. This will not be his loss if the Trojans don't recover those 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. And just missed for ball 2. Ball is up, and the Walton batter does the matrix move there, avoiding that pitch. Michael pulls back on that one and gets the called strike. Count is 3-1. Michael is paying no mind to the runner on third. His job is 1 and 1 only, and is to get 3 outs this inning. Those workers are supposed to have hard hats, right? And it's not only for falling tools; it's for baseballs. And a foul ball to the stands. Dukiti. Right on top of Tup. Wake up, Tup. You know. Bob right back to us, but a little short, so I won't be going on vacation anytime soon. This batter number 1 from Walton keeps fouling the balls back. That means he's seen the ball well. He's just a little late and grounds it hard. And ground ball to shortstop. Brian throws it down and chooses to get the out at home for the first out of the inning. So the number one gets on to first on a fielder's choice. Excellent play by the shortstop, by Brian Mello, throwing it down to him, and an easy steal by the runner. Michael hasn't checked that runner at all. That runner was out even before Michael lifted up his leg. He's taking a big aggressive steal. Now Michael's paying attention. And the count is 0-2. 0-2, one out, runner on second. Walton woke up their bats this inning. And a really late swing for a strikeout from Michael. That is the second out of the inning, and now Michael just have to worry about number 21. Who lined out to the shortstop, to the second baseman in the second inning. He hit a standing double in the fourth inning. Really has to be careful with this young man who has excellent eyes and can hit for power. Big breaking ball, 6-12. Michael takes responsibility for that one. He says, I missed my spot. It wasn't supposed to happen that way. Michael looks back at the runner, releases, and some theatrics by number 21. Leaning in and then leaning back. Looks like a dance. Puts one in the dirt. And that is ball 4 apparently. So now with 2 outs, we got runners on first and second for number 30, who has gotten out in every single at bat. Strike in every ballpark. Count is 0-1. Pitch high. Even count 1-1. And the runners go. And pitch on the dirt will get the runners to advance. Runners are now on second and third, 90 feet from home with 2 outs. Coach did the carousel sign saying on contact, you're coming home no matter what. Runners are going and caught by the third baseman for the third out. L5 for the third out. And that will end the inning, but big inning for Walton. 5-2. One last shot. Last licks for the Trojans to get back.
You already know for exclusive and the best beats, connect to
Bottom of the seventh, last licks for the Trojans, who are down 5-2. Last opportunity for them to score. Trojans need at least 3 to tie it up and 4 to win the game. Up to bat, Corbin Mendez, who has struck out and popped out to the right fielder. On the ball. First pitch called ball. Count is 1-0. And that is a strike in every ballpark of the nation. Count is 1-1. The Trojan batters cannot get desperate right now. They still have to make good pitch selections because this game is not over. We've seen them come back from deficits just as big and even bigger before, including against teams like Monroe. Monroe tournament, they were in a similar situation when they had to come back in the last inning to defeat Monroe. And Corbin fouls that one back. Count is even 2-2. They got the 5, 6, 7 batters up this inning, hoping to tie up this game minimum and try to keep it close within the division with Luperon. Remember, the Trojans want this victory to stay just one game behind Luperon. If they lose this game, I think that almost guarantees Luperon to take the first seed within the division. And Corbin earns his walk, base off of balls, boleto gratis. Bringing up Angel Gomez with no outs and a runner on first, we see that there's going to be a substitution, a pinch runner for Corbin. Now entering is Adonis, a young man with legs. And up to bat is Angel Gomez, another young man that bats for power, bats for contact, and has speed. He challenged the catcher in his last at bat, trying to steal second, but the quick pop time from the catcher caught Angel mid-steal. Swiper, no swiping.
I know they do that in the heights, but you got caught, bro. Caught stealing bags. What happens?
Angel La Maravilla Gomez up to bat. And call strike. Count is 0-1 with a runner on first, no outs. Trojans trail 5-2. Bottom of the seventh, last licks for the Trojans. And Angel skips over that ball, avoiding getting hit. Wow, but the Walton pitcher has been so dominant this game. They haven't even gotten him off the mound. He is going to pitch a complete game, it looks like. And he throws back down to first. Fake throw back by the first baseman to see if Adonis lets go of the bag. But Adonis knows, hold on to that bag until you stand up. Last opportunity for the Trojans to at least tie up this game with no outs. Runner on first, got speed on the bags. And a big hack, but a miss. Big hack, but a miss by Angel Gomez. Angel defends, fouling it back. hear the fans chanting "Vamos Angel" because they know that Angel has the power to clear the bases single-handedly. And a chopper but foul. Angel stays alive. He has the timing of the pitcher. He just has to even out the swing, hitting a little foul, a little to the right, a little to the left. Now this time, standard deviation should be right down the middle. Angel fouls it straight back to the fence. Staying alive. The count 1-2, no outs, runner on first. Pitcher stares down at Angel Gomez. The release, breaking ball. Angel chops it foul again, this time towards the third base side. Angel stays alive, great at bat. Fouling off every single pitch on his way. He is defending that plate like it's the last plate on earth. Vamos Ángel. Ángel Gómez. ¡Ay! Lo poncharon y ese le dolió, mira Ángel. It's okay, Ángel. He was upset with that call. He does not agree with that one, but Ángel needs to sit down because that is how the game is played. And now up, Luis Torre. He takes a big swing, big hack, but fouls it straight back. You can see a little bit of desperation now from the Trojan batters. Taking big hacks early, and not letting the ball get to them. They're swinging as soon as they see it, but not letting the ball travel into the zone. Swinging early, and Luis holds back. Offers, but says no thank you. Count is even 1-1. We have the Trojan fans here cheering on Luis Torres. Luis, the designated batter for the Trojans. Swings at a high fastball. Count is 1-2. Luis Torres, he's a big kid. He's maybe like 6'2", 6'3", and still growing. So those high fastball for him sometimes are strikes. And he offers but holds back on that one. He has to hold back on that one. That one's he ain't that tall. Count is 2-2. Even count with 1 out and a run on first. And the Trojans are just trying to stay alive, trying their best to score the 3 runs that they need to tie up this game. And another one that gets sat by the Walton pitcher. Second out from the inning. Now we're in a really tough situation where the Trojans are down to their last out. Last licks for the Trojans, last out, and meeting on the mound. What's going on? Now this is interesting. I wouldn't meet on the mound. This guy's pitching fantastic. He got 2 outs with a 3-run cushion I don't know what the conversation is there. Pitch a strike? I don't know, but the Walton coach gives me like a Lupinella vibe. He look like Lupinella a little bit. A young Lupinella. Look like he could catch an attitude and grab a base from the field and say, I'm walking out of here. Ooh, strike to Alan Ferreiras. You got a pinch runner for the and a 5-6-3 to end the game. And the final score, Walton Wildcats 5, George Washington Trojans 2. Excellent game, close game for the most part. Fantastic pitching by the Walton pitcher. He dominated the Trojan. He calmed down the bats and got the win. Got the win.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. Like, how did what was the difficulty that Trojans batter have been facing throughout this whole entire game?
Yeah, so from this angle, it's going to be difficult to tell because anything that looks fastball. But from the batter's box, it looks different. Those fastballs that look like fastballs to us can be sliders, they can be cutters, four seams, two seams. We don't see the break on, we don't see the movement on those pitches. But whatever that young man had, it must have been good because it held the Trojans down to just 2 runs. When you look at it, we only had, and I'm looking down my book. Yeah, 1 walk. He got a hit, a triple, double, a single, double, single. 2 runs on 5 hits. 2 runs on 5 hits of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts. That pitcher was dealing. Question is, what was he dealing? Because it had the Trojans on lock today.
I think it having to do with the strawberry biscuit, man.
Was it strawberry biscuits? I don't know. Let's blame this loss on Popeyes for screwing up our family order. The George Washington family's order. Uh, but now this brings the Trojan record to what is it, 9-3. Any updates on Luperon and Bronx Science? What people in the-
It was a close game in the bottom of the third inning. That's a check.
So assuming that Luperon wins that game, that'll bring them up to 13-0. The Trojans will be 9-3, and even if they take the next 2 games against Luperon, that will bring them up to 11-2. Luperon will guarantee the first place spot for AAA Northwest. Now the Trojans, what they're doing, they're trying to secure second place, the second seed in Northwest AAA, which again still has an excellent record, one of the better teams in the city. But you can't win them all. And baseball is a game where whoever is on and is going to be dominant. And today, the Walton pitcher was dominant. You know, there are days that the bats are awake and the team is seeing the ball in slow motion. And there are days that anyone can just be in the zone and dominate. And we saw that today by the Bobcats. They play clean baseball, no errors, and excellent pitching. And where it mattered most, they made runs. So, congratulations to the Walton Bobcats, and good game for the George Washington Trojans. The boys played well. That will now make Walton a 4-7 team. They're an under 500 team, but will they will continue to be the third place, fourth place team. That will not move them up or move them down. Bronx Science, if they lose, they will not move up, nor will they move down. So pretty much this division is locked. At this point, we are 11 and 3. Assuming Luperon wins, they will be 13 and 0. And even if we beat them twice, it will have an even record. Actually, we'll have an even record. It'll be 13 and 2 and 13 and 2. That's assuming that everything plays out the way that we think. Assuming that Luperon wins, and assuming that George Washington can beat Luperon and demolish their perfect record. Because that's the other thing. You never want a division rival to finish the season undefeated. You want to be the team that defeats the undefeated team.
And that's probably that's the next step that the Trojans gonna focus on now is to take down the big holes on the block.
That's right. This is going to be the battle for the Heights.
That's right.
Who gets to have bragging rights for the next year up in Washington Heights? So potentially, there's still an opportunity mathematically for the Trojans to be the first place team if they take 2 out of 2 against Luperon. And if Luperon either loses today or lose twice against the Trojans
Yeah, we gotta
later
find
this
out
week.
today, man. I mean, we'll be talking about that tomorrow if Lupe won't wins or lose against one sides.
That's right. You have to wait until tomorrow to see how the standings look and what is the importance of the next 2 games.
That's right. Any other thing from YouTube before we leave? Nope. I guess it's time to close it out, guys.
Like Carbone says, God bless America and God bless the Trojans.
Especially gonna need it for the past next 2 games, guys.
All right, guys, take care. Until next.